All right. So a lot of people miss this first one.
Let's go.
Stick with me here, okay. To be differentiable, this is a piecewise function. For this thing to be differentiable at -1, we need two things to happen. We need the pieces to meet each other at -1. That gives us an equation. Okay? This function, when x is -1, is going to be equal to 3b minus 2a minus 2, because you get -1 squared, and this is 2a times -1. Is everybody okay with that? That's where that comes from. Come on, kids. That has to be the same. Look, when you do this, you might want to pay attention, folks. When you do this, we need these to be equal. So you don't just write them both, you set them equal to each other. When I plug -1 into here, I get -a plus 2a minus 3. They're equal. I'm going to clean that up some. This is just a, right? That's a minus 3 there. So I'm going to subtract off a. I'm just putting these together. That's going to give me 3a. And I'm going to add 2 to the other side and get that. So that's just the one equation. We also need the derivatives to meet. So I'm going to derive it. And a lot of people messed up. And this is an easy thing to do. But check out my derivative here real quick. Okay, you got to be careful with this. When you derive that first piece, you're going to get 6bx plus 2a. Because there's a 2ax here. 2a is just some constant, it's a number. So when you derive 2ax, you just get 2a. Then minus 2 becomes a 0 when you derive it. When you derive the bottom, you just get a. A lot of people had a plus 2 there or something else. The derivative of 2a is 0. All right? Because it's a constant. It doesn't have an x on it. We're deriving with respect to x. So this is x is less than -1. And the same thing, those two have to be equal. So that means -6b plus 2a has to equal a. And you can do two things here. You can solve for a or b right there, which is easy to do, and then substitute it in. If you want to do substitution, that'll work. But a lot of times substitution doesn't work as easy as this. So we do elimination. So I'm going to do elimination right now, although I think for this particular one, substitution's easier, but elimination works easier most of the time. So for elimination, we need to get our variables lined up. Everybody see what I just did there? That's -a, sorry, minus 6b equals 0. I'm just moving stuff around to get it so I can stack them up. I'm going to take that. I'm going to rewrite this one too. I don't know why I flipped this around, but I'm going to do -3a plus 3b equals -1. It doesn't matter how you have it arranged as long as the variables are stacked up together. And this is the system I'll be working with, okay? That's just, there's only two equations up here, gang. I just simplified them, right? This is equation 1, equation 1, equation 1 again. And this was equation 2, and this is equation 2 right here. And I'm stacking them up. Okay? I'm going to multiply, so you've seen this before. I'm going to multiply the top by a 2, because that's going to make this -6a plus 6b equals -2. The bottom function, I'm not going to do anything, because I'm hoping to cancel out those b's, which is exactly what's going to happen here. When you add those up, you get... I messed up somewhere. This is not the right answer. What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong here? Yeah. 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 How do I get -6b? Right here? Oh, oh, it is positive a. So I was right. You're right. Boom. That's why this is wrong. Thank you. So it's a positive a there, which I messed up, which means this is a positive a. And it's easy to do. I know. Maybe you're thinking, you're the teacher. How can you mess up? I mess up all the time. It's easy to lose a negative. That's like a -1 point. That's not a huge deal, okay? Not knowing how to do this is a worse deal. But anyway, you get a is 2/5, and that is correct. And then you get b. You can either plug in a and solve for b, or you can do elimination again. if you take both of those equations, which are right here, to cancel out a, I'd multiply the bottom one times a 3. All right, I'm going to sneak that in right here. That's going to give me, I'm going to leave this alone, negative 3a plus 3b equals negative 1. And this is times, not 3x, all right? I'm multiplying by 3. So that's going to be 3a minus 21b equals 0. And when you add those up, the a's cancel and you get negative 18b. What did I mess up here? This is wrong too, guys. Jesus. I'll have to record this later. I don't have 2 errors in one question. What did I do wrong? Because 3 times 6 is 18. What is going on? There we go. Negative 15b equals negative 1, so b is 1/15. There we go. All right? We're going to stop on that one.